All right, I'm entering the Great Dunes, Southern Colorado, the Great Sand Dunes. This is Medano Creek and Great Sand Dunes. And I kind of don't know what to expect. So I think it's just giant sand dunes like in the desert or something. And the giant mud pile that I'm not stepping in. I don't want to walk through this mud. I'm going to go around and see if there's a better way over. I found another way around, but this also looks like you have to walk through the mud. Oh yeah, people are just taking their shoes off. God damn it. Alright. The little pink dot over there is a little kid on her belly. Alright, I guess I have to do it this way then. Okay. Shoes are coming off. Oh, it's really warm. It's starting to get dry now, and I think I'm gonna have to just carry my shoes because I don't want to put my sandy feet back in my socks. It does look like really clean sand. I mean, look at this. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh my god, my feet are burning up from the heat. Wow. Well, it's a desert. It's actually not a desert, but it feels like a desert. It's exactly what I imagined a desert would be like. Oh, dude, it's way too hot. Oh, ah! What am I supposed to do? Run? Oh, fuck this. Oh. Wow, my feet hurt from sand. Screw it. Shoes are going. Shoes are going on, muddy or not. Okay, at least I could do this now. Ah, that was insane. You know what? I think the elevation here is like 4,000 or 5,000 feet. I didn't do anything strenuous, but I'm a little bit out of breath. I might be experiencing this whole Colorado elevation thing. I guess the exertion of burning my feet made me run out of breath. Anyway, my goal is to reach the top of that dune. I made it to the top of a hill and I'm totally out of breath, and it's the smallest hill. So this is going to be interesting. I'm definitely doing it. I'm just going to have to pause to catch my breath every so often. Yeah, no problem. Just going to be a little bit slower than I thought is all. I'm halfway up. See, and over there is where I started. That's where I'm going. And right now I'm just having a seat because I can't breathe. I got a lot of sand in my shoes. I'm not exaggerating. That much sand got in the shoe. It's crazy. Another minute or two and now I'll resume. This is my second stop. I'm having another seat. Majorly out of breath. I just ran into some people that weren't out of breath at all. So I wonder if it's my computer jockey lifestyle, or if it's the change in elevation, or both. But once again, I gotta say it, this view is great. The mountains are gorgeous. Yeah, I know it doesn't come across on camera, I know. But also the sand dunes are really cool. And just being up here and looking all the way down there, that sense of space is just great. That distance, the volume is awesome. All right, a few more minutes. as long as I need. I'm not winning any races here. Stopping for the third time. It's not even a good place to stop. I just can't go on. I expected it to be strenuous, but this is more this is more than I thought it would be. It really is. But I've also heard of runners who come up to the mountains to train for their marathons so that their body adapts and it creates more red blood cells. And I come from pretty much sea level, so that's why I'm so exhausted. And you know what? I have to say, I thought of bringing water with me, and I decided against it because it looked like such a short trip to the top. I'm starting to see a little pattern here where the higher up I get, the shorter of a distance I can walk without taking a break. All right, a few more minutes, then I get moving again. Fourth time. 4 times I need to stop so far, and still got a ways to go. I think I figured out why it's so exerting. It's because you take a step, it slips while it compacts the sand. You have to recruit all your muscles again to stabilize yourself, and it's not just taking a step. You're rebalancing yourself with every step, and you're using not just your walking muscles, you're using other muscles too. This next hill is so steep. I'm truly wondering if I'm going to make it all the way up in one breath. So this is the 5th time I stopped. I'm still rolling with the GoPro. I'll kill it right now. I'll probably make it to the bottom of that hill, and then I'll take another break there. Slowly but surely, right? So this is break number 5. 5. 6th stop. 6 times. And I've got the mountain right there. I'm just gonna lie down. I gotta admit, there's a lot of flies up here, which is surprising because I don't know what they're surviving on, but there's a lot of them. Who knows, maybe there's a big dumpster over the hill that I can't see right now or something. This is stop 7, and the GoPro just ran out of batteries. So I'm going to film the rest of it on the phone. Just ran into some guy who told me, don't do what I'm doing. Don't go straight up the side of the cliff. He says there's a line you can go out that way and a ridge you can walk up. It's an extra couple hundred feet, but it's not so steep so that you can actually manage it. Makes sense. It's funny, I can really appreciate how terrible this would be if this were a real desert, you know. Like you see movies where people are lost in the desert and they're panting and you're like, yeah, whatever, because you know you're at home on your couch eating popcorn watching them struggle. But man, I gotta tell you, it's so much harder in person to walk up this sand. It's legitimately difficult. And I don't just think it's because I'm out of breath, because I'm from low elevation and I don't exercise or anything. I think it's really just difficult. over there is being blown over by the wind. The top of it, it's forming a new crest. And the top of it, right off the crest, is just spilling a misty haze of sand over the other side. It's pretty. Okay. A few more minutes and then I'll take another walk. I made it. And saw this peak off in the distance. I pointed to it and I said, I'm coming up here. And now here I am. That's a lot of sand. Take a look at this view. That's crazy. That's awesome. The wind up here is crazy. That's where I'm going now. Even getting down is difficult. Yeah, the walk back is a lot easier. So, this is the peak where I just made it to. I just went all the way up there. Came back from that top peak over there. And now I'm on my way back there. And it's not so bad on the way down. Although, I can definitely foresee somebody slipping and falling. But yeah, a lot easier. You're still recruiting a lot of muscles that you don't use when you walk. And they're all about balance, because when you take a step down, all the sand just splays out, and you have to keep yourself from, from falling. You have to maintain your balance, and it's still exertion, but it's a lot easier than going up. Duh, right? Of course it is. I think one of those little white dots might be my van, actually. I don't know why that amuses me. Pretty out of breath again from going downhill, where I'm kind of throwing my weight to one side and then rebounding to the other side. I'm kind of like a gorilla walk going. Still tiring. It is pretty beautiful. I don't know how well it's going to come across, but camera's not going to do it justice. Nah, I don't think so. From my perspective, this is just rich with contours and tones and shapes and a spectrum of colors from beige to green. It's beautiful. And it doesn't hurt that there's gorgeous, lush green mountains right on the horizon. Alright, my phone's going to start running out of batteries too, so I'm going to save it till I'll walk down a couple more dunes. If there's another interesting view, I'll film it, but I'm going to save my batteries until I get it all the way back down to the wet part. Alright, keep walking. Just made it back to the van. Just plugged in my phone. So the batteries run out on both the GoPro and on my phone. So that last little walk back through that little mud river, wasn't able to film it. I gotta say, man, am I tired now. I'm so tired. I feel like I just did 2 leg days at the gym back to back. All right, pretty much the rest of the day is gonna be work. I have a pretty good chunk of work to finish today. Anyway, yeah, that was the Great Sand Dunes of Colorado. So would I do it again? Probably not. Not if I'm by myself. not by myself. But if I was with somebody who wanted to do it, I would know how to provision next time. I would definitely bring water and a sunblock, right? And one of those Arabian cloth things to cover the back of your your neck. No joke, something to cover the back of your neck. And really good shoes that sand doesn't get into. Maybe even like walking sticks or ski poles or something to help you climb, because those vertical climbs are brutal. You take a step, your foot slips, and you only go up a couple of inches, but it requires double or even triple the effort of a normal step. Crazy. But I'm glad I did it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Once. I'm glad I did it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again unless I had a friend who really wanted to go. Yeah, but that's it. Great sand dunes.